Hi, good people. Welcome to yet another episode. Welcome all of you to my channel. Here is all where we belong. Thank you as you subscribe, like, and share my video. Today, we want to get in another episode of competence and skills required in parenting. And through that, I know most of us are parents. And if you are not parents, we have our siblings. And if not so, we will have in future. So we want to see the competence and skills required in parenting. And today we are going to look parenting skills in child development stages, and we'll begin on children of 0 to 5 years. From 0 to 5 years, we want to know how we can bring these children up in the bracket of 0 to 5 years. Now, number one, play with the child. As a parent, you have to create some time and play with your child. That way you are being involved and you are blossoming the love and the relationship with your child when we create time to play. Even if you are a working class, before if you come from work or on weekends, you can create some space to play with your child. They always need that from us. And do you know today we have left these children to be scared about us as parents? We give all the chances to the nannies, and we really don't have time. Even playing with your child, expressing various aspects as a parent, you have to play with your child. You have to create that space to pamper the love between you and your child. Okay? Yeah. Support the child with play materials and also balanced diet for good health. That's point number 2. You have to support the child with play materials and balanced diet for good health. When a child is growing up from 0 to 5 years, when a child reaches a time of playing, we have from 6 months to 1 year or to 2 years there. You can provide with toys, which you usually buy. Thank you for the parents who buy toys for their children and create a room for playing time for their children. That is a role as a parent. Don't see it like a burden, like an expensive tax to carry. You have to provide all this for your child, for your children. So you have to provide them the playing material. So buying a playing material for your child, don't consider it as an expensive task to carry. It is your role as a parent. A child going to develop, you have to provide those things. Okay? So you have to provide those play material. Don't say this is a wastage of time, let him do this and that. You have to provide these things. And diet is another thing. When a child plays and eats well, eats healthy, balanced diet, then your child is developing so well. So look on how your child is feeding, your children are feeding, the feeding behaviors and the food children are taking. So you have to be keen on it. Don't give your child just every time junk foods, spices. You have to make sure your children eat a balanced diet. Okay? Number 3, give a lot of love and attention. Repeat sounds to build on language. You have to give a lot of love and attention. Your child, the way you like attention as a mother. Okay? We ever say, as a woman, we need attention and whatever, your child needs attention too. Your child needs attention. So you have to give your child the attention he or she deserves. When a child is calling you, you have to know, why is she calling? Why is he calling? Why does he want to be closer to me? take that very serious. Be attentive to your child. Be very attentive. And also repeat sounds to build on language. When your child starts to try speaking, you have to try some sounds like the way we say mom, mom, dad, dad. That way, the way we repeat to make them know to call out like mom, dad, and whatever. You have to repeat sounds with them, like greetings. The way you do it, you know. So as a parent, you have to repeat sounds. When your child starts to speak a bit, you have to repeat sounds. You have to repeat sounds so that you can talk. Another point, you have to cuddle and hold them often. You have to cuddle your baby and hold them often. So this our baby, this our children likes that. Like my daughter likes mom, 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 mom. We have to cuddle them, bring them closer, and hold them often each time to create that laugh, that bond between you and the children. Your children must differentiate between you as a parent, as a mom, as a dad, and from any other person, like a stranger. You have to create that space, that bonding, that love. You have to cuddle them and hold them often. Sure. So don't be busy. You have no time for your children. Create that time. It is very important. Teach teach them simple songs. Another point. We have to teach our children simple songs. Every time we are with them, teach them simple songs. And through that, you will know how is the brain of your child. He or she still growing, knowing some songs he can sing. And that is how we have to mentor our children growing up. Another point, allow them to help in simple course. You can see a child of maybe some are very bright and intelligent from the age of 3 to 5 years. They usually need to do what you are doing. You can see a child, he wants to help here, he doesn't know how. Yeah. So you can tell your children or your child that help me this, carry for me this, odd for me this. Let them help in a simple course which they can carry on. It is very important. We will not grow up our children as a lazy people. So giving them simple tasks to carry on is very important. Don't take everything you have a nanny. So another point was helping them. You have to allow them to help in simple course. So allow them. If your children needs to do this, go collect firewood, help you arrange your chairs, do this and that. Allow them. Don't see if they are just doing an extra work. Don't give all the works to. Don't be like this one should be done by your nanny or whatever. You have to allow your children to start performing different chores and simple tasks that they can carry on. Okay. Another point, encourage them to play with other children. We have these strict parents who don't like children mingling with others. That is very bad. Yes, you have, yes, to be strict on some aspects, but allow them. You know the children you have in your neighborhood, so you have to allow them in some times to go and play with the children. Through that, they will be mentored, know how to mingle with other children, and growing up, that children will not have all these problems of fear and whatever, and they will not express themselves, and they will learn more through those other children. Okay, another point, be clear and consistent when disciplining your child. Don't be reluctant on discipline, because our children just forget every time. They don't catch up very easily. You have to be very consistent. Don't insult, don't tell them that and you just relax. Discipline consistently, and be clear to your rules. Don't do this. For example, if you tell your child, don't take this from this place, Be clear when disciplining your child. Don't touch this gas, it can harm you. Be clear. Okay, so we have to be clear on and consistent when disciplining our child. Okay, right. So those are the key points or the development stages we have to carry on. We have to teach our children while growing up from 0 to 5 years. Take this with you, and where we don't do better, we have to correct them. Okay, bye bye, peace.